Hello everyone! This is Sorry and Target welcoming you back to another video talking about Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt, where today I am so excited to announce to you guys that Dinosaur Hunt's first update is finally here. Digital Dreams were kind enough to send me an early access build of the update that I've been playing for the past few weeks, so a big thanks to them for that opportunity. They're the reason this video is relatively on time and not a week late like my videos usually are. So now we're going to talk about all that comes in this new update as thoroughly as we can. This first update is a combination of returning features that were missing from the game at launch and several bug fixes. We'll focus on the returning features first and then cover the bug fixes after. And all of this comes straight from the patch notes released by Digital Dreams in their announcement. And I'll leave a link to their announcement article in the description below. And be sure to go update your version of Dinosaur Hunt. It's free and you're not going to want to miss it. So without further ado, let's begin. Perhaps the two biggest returning features to the game with this update are Observer Mode and the ability to hunt with lethal bullets to actually kill dinosaurs, instead of just putting them to sleep with tranquilizers every time. And I say that because these are probably the two most community requested returning features since Dinosaur Hunt's launch. And I am so glad that they are finally back in the game for everyone to enjoy. Now, instead of having tranquilizer darts as an equipment option or observer mode as a weapon selection like in Carnivores HD and Reborn, Dinosaur Hunt includes these options as hunt mode toggles from the hunt menu. So now, right from the hunt menu, you can select whether to hunt with lethals, non-lethals, or just hop into observer mode, which is a very simple but quick and effective way to let us choose how we want to play. Observer Mode has been a staple of the Carnivore series for the past 20 years, a way to take a break from the action and just enjoy a peaceful dinosaur safari, to watch the animals live their lives, and it's so nice to have it back in Dinosaur Hunt. Unlike in the older games, the dinosaurs can't kill you in Observer Mode. The first time you get too close to a dinosaur, the game will just teleport you back a few feet. Now, I don't mind this change, but I've noticed it only does this the first time you run into a dinosaur, and then after that, you can just get as close as you want, consequence-free. This seems just a little strange to me. If it's supposed to represent, say, Dino Hunt Corp trying to keep us away from the animals, then it should probably teleport us away every time we get too close. Or let the dinosaurs kill us on the second time. As if to say, okay, you had your warning, if you're not gonna listen, it's on you. It just seems kinda inconsistent for the game to say, nope, don't get too close, and then just forget about it if we try it again. Also, the red danger indicator still appears when you get close to a dinosaur in observer mode, and since it kinda gets in the way of getting nice, clean screenshots and footage of the dinosaurs in action, I think removing it from observer mode would be really helpful. With the return of lethal bullets, the dinosaur death animations are also back, which is pretty necessary in a dinosaur hunting game. The game's not called Carnivores Dinosaur Tranquilizer after all. These animations are great, they always have been, and do an excellent job of conveying the dramatic difference between hunting with tranks or bullets. You really feel the weight as an injured dinosaur runs off and forcefully collapses to the ground, instead of just gently setting itself down to sleep each time. Now that dinosaurs can actually die again, blood has also been added back for injured dinosaurs, allowing us to track our wounded targets if we make a less than stellar shot. This has greatly increased the tracking mechanics immersion, and now the feature has even been further improved with more dynamic blood trails. In Carnivores HD and Reborn, wounded dinosaurs would just leave an occasional splash of blood on the ground as they ran by. But now in Dinosaur Hunt, dinosaurs can leave entire bloody footprints, as if the blood is running down their limbs and pooling up where they step on the ground. And they can even leave blood on the grass and the ferns as they run through the foliage. These are fantastic upgrades to the tracking mechanics, and do a great job of further highlighting the difference between hunting with bullets instead of tranquilizers. Something I would like to see changed is the dinosaur's animation from sleeping to dead if it's eaten by a carnivore. If you tranquilize and leave a dinosaur, carnivores can still come and eat it, but the dinosaur remains sleeping after being eaten. So now that the death animations are back, it'd be more immersive to see the animals always appear dead if they've been eaten by a predator. Another significant return is that of the ambient dinosaurs, Gallimimus and Pelecanomimus, to add some more life to the prehistoric world. The maps in Dinosaur Hunt do feel very empty and quiet, and the return of these ambient animals help greatly in making the environments feel lived in. And unlike in Carnivores HD and Reborn, the two ornithomimid dinosaurs now have sound effects, which is a wonderful change to make them feel like real animals. My only complaint with the ambient animals is that there's just not enough of them. There are usually a couple when you drop into a map, but after that, it's like they're not even there. The ambient animals need to be very common and widespread across the map to make a difference. So I'd love to see more of these guys in the environment. However, Digital Dreams have acknowledged that the ambient dinosaurs do look and behave in a very basic way right now, and are planning to update their appearances and behavior in the future, which I am very excited to see. Slowly but surely, the hunting reserves in Dinosaur Hunt are becoming more and more alive. I've also noticed this funny little bug where if you shoot a Gallimimus after it's already dead, it'll replay its death animation every time you shoot it. Works with the Pelecanomimus too. There have also been a few changes to the hunting and gathering system, all of which are positive additions in my opinion. You now no longer have to collect every single dinosaur you take down for gems and score. Once you walk up to the dinosaur to claim it, and you get the currency rewards, you don't have to take the dinosaur back as a trophy if you don't want to. You can just leave it there, consequence-free, and keep the gems and score. This is one of my personal favorite changes in this update. The entire hunting process flows so much smoother now, and I don't have to call in the retriever bot every 5 seconds just to progress anymore. In addition, if you happen to take down a dinosaur that you do not have a license for, you still don't receive any gems for it, but you do receive half of the score you would have gotten if you had the appropriate license. I think this is a more than fair change. Now, if you have to defend yourself from an attacking dinosaur, or just want to branch out and not have to hunt the same dinosaur over and over again, you still receive just a little something for doing so, instead of being rewarded with less ammunition. The end hunt summary screen will now tell you which dinosaurs you've collected and which ones you downed without a license, which is a really nice little quality of life feature that helps flesh out the information the game gives you. Dinosaur trophies can now be deleted from the trophy room, which is such a hugely positive change. I cannot stress enough how necessary this feature is. This one's not in the patch notes for some reason, but the first thing I did once my game updated is run to the trophy room and delete the hundreds of trophies I'd accumulated that I didn't want, and man, it felt good. The Mist device has also received some positive upgrades. The wind indicator now flashes red when a dinosaur can smell you, which means if you spook a dinosaur, you can now find out exactly how you were spotted, whether by sight, sound, or smell, and then learn from it. The device will also let you know if the dinosaur you've claimed is a record-sized individual, which is just a great little quality of life feature that takes the burden of guesswork and manually keeping track of records off our shoulders. Now, this only keeps track of trophies that you have actually placed in the trophy room. So if you collect a record-sized dinosaur, but don't place it in the gallery, the system won't count that dinosaur. So make sure you place all of your collected trophies if you want to keep the system up to date. Personally, I also like to collect and display the smallest specimens of each species, so I think it'd be pretty fun if the device could tell you if a downed dinosaur is the smallest in the collection too. And now you have to hold the evacuate button to call in an evac, instead of just having to tap it, which is such a big positive fix. Everyone I know who plays this game was having trouble with that. We were all accidentally calling in the retriever bot in the middle of a hunt. And I know this is going to make those random misclicks much more forgiving. So those are all of the new and returning features in this update, all fantastic changes in my opinion. Now we're going to cover the bug fixes as well. The weird sliding effect when you try to come to a stop has been addressed, and now feels much sturdier and more accurate to where you want to go. If you stop walking, your character just stops, and it's great. There's no more having to mentally plan ahead and be like, okay, I want to go there, which means I'll have to stop here so I can slide into place there. It's just simple again and handles really well. Several sound effect issues have also been addressed. The mist device, holstering, and binocular sound effects are synced up with the animations. The zooming in and out of the minimap bug has also been fixed. The Triceratops now roars when it begins charging, which is a really cool change. And the bug that caused the dinosaurs to leave their sound effects behind as they left an area has also been addressed, which is so nice. We can now actually accurately hunt by sound. The bug that prevented players from scrolling through the licensed dinosaurs with the dinosaur decoy has also been fixed, and there's a bit of a trick with the decoy that I've learned from one of the developers. Only with the radar selected will the decoy activate the little rings that show your call broadcast and the dinosaur's response. Without the radar selected, the decoy still works, but you don't get the sound wave rings. I'm kinda torn on this change personally. Part of me really does like that the rings don't appear when using the decoy. It feels more challenging and more like the original Carnivores games, where you just had to listen for the animal's reply. But also, if we have the radar selected, we don't really need the decoy at all. We can already see where all the dinosaurs on the map are. So the sound wave rings are kinda useless with the radar. I don't know, I feel like that could use just a little more tweaking. But one bug I have noticed is that without the radar, the decoy's cooldown timer doesn't show up on the mist device, so I have no idea how long I have left before I can use the decoy again. Also, side note, the dinosaurs will actually run into a call if you use the decoy, which I didn't know. I broadcast a Triceratops call and then was shocked when a Triceratops ran right up to me. I knew the carnivores could come into the decoy calls, but not the herbivores, so that's a really cool change if that's new. And the bug that prevented players from scrolling back to the Stegosaurus in the trophy room has been fixed, as well as some other general trophy room input polishing. The carnivorous dinosaurs will now no longer eat nothing. They have to have a carcass in front of them to play their eating animations, which is great. The camera height no longer decreases when scrolling through the in-game menu, which is something I didn't even know was a bug, but it's nice to see it's been addressed. The weapons no longer display the dinosaur senses of sight, smell, and hearing from the weapon menu. They now show their proper weapon stats of damage, range, and noise. Little details like this always help the overall presentation feel more professional. The patch notes do state that the game over screens for the dinosaurs have been improved, although I personally haven't noticed a difference between them. However, the Triceratops' game over screen still sometimes identifies it as a predator and sometimes correctly as a herbivore. So I think finally ironing this out to have it say herbivore every time would be nice. And perhaps my personal favorite fix in this update are the spelling changes from Trex to Tyrannosaurus, Dilaphius Hills to Delphius Hills, and Dinocorp with a Y to Dino Hunt Corp. I know these aren't groundbreaking changes, but after 8 years, seeing fixes like this makes me so happy. It really shows that Digital Dreams is listening to community feedback, and I know these details are important to the Carnivores community as well. When I posted a teaser thread about the content of this new update on Twitter, my tweet that showed off these specific spelling changes received more likes than any other tweet about the new update, which I think shows just how much this stuff means to the Carnivores community and how awesome it is that Digital Dreams are listening to us. Okay guys, those are all of the new changes and fixes in Dinosaur Hunt's first update, and another huge thanks to Digital Dreams for providing me with an early access build of the update. And more importantly, thanks for listening to our community. Everything in this update is a positive step forward, and if it's an indication of Dinosaur Hunt's future updates, I am very excited to see where this game goes. So be sure to go update your version of Dinosaur Hunt if you haven't already. With all that said, I'd like to go ahead and pose what I, personally, would like to see in Dinosaur Hunt's next update. This is not confirmation or anything, this is just me wishlisting. Nothing in this list, at least I don't think, is too overly ambitious for a second update. A lot of it can be done with what's already in the game, and I think it would be a nice stepping stone to elevate the base game before it gets brand new DLC, maps, dinosaurs, and weapons. Everything in this quick little wishlist update I've talked about before on the channel, and you can check out my Let's Talk About Dinosaur Hunt series if you want more details on anything in particular. So here's what I'd like to see in Dinosaur Hunt's next update. The improved Gallimimus and Pelecanus models and behavior, some more polished kill animations and more sound effects for those animations, more variety in the kill animations so we don't just get that fade to black most of the time, dinosaur variant skins with rarity levels to them, customizable and unlockable weapon skins, the classic Carnivores hunter ranking system, nighttime hunting, and maybe with fog repurposed into a random in-game weather effect, and a new dinosaur scoring system with a more detailed trophy info screen. On that note, someone in the comments of one of my videos brought up that for the dinosaur scoring system, instead of using bronze, silver, gold, and diamond like Call of the Wild does, Dinosaur Hunt should base its scoring system off the animal's ages, with young, adult, mature, and trophy, so it seems less video gamey and matches the animal's weight and size as it grows, and I 100% agree. I think that would be a perfect dinosaur scoring system for Dinosaur Hunt. And of course, Digital Dreams, if I can help with any of this in any way, please let me know. You guys know how to get a hold of me. I wasn't around on YouTube when Carnivores HD and Reborn came out, and I'm not saying that if I was on here that those games would have been more successful, but now that I have this platform and we have another Carnivores game out, I want to do everything in my power to help it succeed and become the greatest dinosaur hunting game of all time. Alright, so there you go guys, Dinosaur Hunt's first update is finally here and it is great. So be sure to go update your game and let me know what you think. What's your favorite part about this update, and what do you hope to see in future updates? Be sure to let me and Digital Dreams know down in the comment section below. Thanks as always for watching guys, you are all truly the best, and I will see you guys next time.